Hey Kenosha, welcome back to another Kenosha Weekly Market Report. I hope they had a fantastic weekend and are looking forward to this week ahead of us. And welcome to April. Tomorrow's April 1st. Make sure you get out there and vote and enjoy the new month that's ahead of us. How was your weekend? Did you enjoy your weekend? Our weekend was pretty good. So how's the market doing out there? Or if you're a buyer or a seller, how's the market looking for you guys? Let me know down here in the comments. Are you seeing prices increase? Are you seeing prices decrease? Are you seeing a lot of competition out there? I know what I'm seeing with my buyers and sellers out there. But what are you guys seeing out there? I'd like to know. Let me know down here in the comments. So let's go ahead and jump in here to the market report, and let's see what the numbers are actually telling us. If I can actually find the right screen. So we always start here at the market action index number. It is at 57 this week. It is up quite a bit. Last week it was at 53 up to 57, so a 4-point jump. So what does that tell us? That tells us that we are in an even stronger seller's market. So that means that inventory is dropping and prices are going up. So if you're a buyer that's staying on the sidelines and you keep telling yourself or you keep telling people that prices are going to drop, we're heading into a recession, that the housing market is crashing, it's coming soon. There are no signs of that happening, at least here locally in the Kenosha area. It doesn't look like we're heading into a buyer's market anytime soon here in the Kenosha area. Our prices keep going up. We have no inventory here. We have so many buyers and just not enough houses to go around. So if you're waiting for that housing market crash to happen here in Kenosha, it doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon here in the Kenosha area. So if you're waiting on the sidelines for prices to come down and for the housing inventory to shoot way up, I think you're going to be waiting for quite a long time here. So I would definitely suggest just jumping in if you can right now and looking for that perfect house that you've been waiting for. Because I don't think that the crash is happening anytime soon, at least here locally in the Kenosha racing area. So the median list price here, this is the list price of everything that's currently on the market as of Friday, is up to $450,000. That's up from $365,000 last week. So quite a big jump. So that just means that everything that was on the market, it's just driving up all the prices. So this is mostly because of all the luxury houses, everything that's $500,000 and up. They've been staying on the market for a little while just because they don't happen to sell quite as fast. There's not as many luxury buyers in our market, so those houses are sitting on the market a little bit longer. So they are just not selling quite as fast. So the median price of new listings here is up to $549,900. That is up from $309,900. So that's an even bigger jump. So again, that's because of luxury houses that came on the market. There are a bunch of luxury houses that came on the market this past week, and I'll show you guys that here at the end if you stay to the end of the video. That drove up the price of new listings that came on the market. So that's why we see this big price jump from $309,900, $310,000 up to $549,900, up to $550,000. Price per square foot is up to $240,000, up from $219,000. Average days on market is up to 132, up from 113. This is kind of surprising to me. I would expect to see days on market going down as we head more into seller's market, because usually houses sell faster as we're in a seller's market. Buyers usually scoop up the houses really fast after they're on the market for a day, maybe a week or less. So usually I would expect to see days on market going down instead of up. The reason that it's going up is because I'm thinking, at least what I'm seeing in the market, is that those luxury listings, those houses priced at $500,000, $600,000, $1 million plus, are sitting on the market for a really long time. And that's driving up the days on market, both the median and the average days on market. The median days on market here is at 49, up from 42. So not a big change there, but a little bit of a change. Price decreases is up to 29%, up slightly from 27%. So this tells me that, even if your house isn't priced correctly, it's still not selling. So if you're a seller and you're going to put your house in the market, you have to price it correctly to sell it. Because if it's not priced correctly, you're going to have to do a price correction on it to attract those buyers and sell it. Because even in a red hot seller's market like we're in right now, if it's priced too high, buyers are really smart and they can tell it's priced too high and they're just going to pass by your house. They're not going to buy it. They're going to say, this house is not a value. It's priced too high compared to comps in the area. They'll look at your house, they'll compare it to other houses that are selling in the area on Zillow, on Realtor.com, on my website, on Redfin, on other websites. And they'll just say, this house seems like it's priced too high. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm going to pass right by it and not put in an offer. So you got to make sure that you price your house correctly to begin with, so you're not doing those price decreases 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month down the road. Price increases is up to 5%, up from 4% last week. I'm guessing this is probably because of new construction houses. We see new builders do this a lot. They list their house to begin with. Then they're like, oh, we actually did all these upgrades. We need to up the listing price a little bit. But I could be wrong. This could just be listing agents that accidentally listed the house for the wrong price, then had to unlist it and then relist it again for a higher price. I don't personally pay too much attention to this when houses are unlisted and relisted for a higher price, but that could be what's happening. Maybe I should pay closer attention to that. Houses that are relisted is at 12%, up from 11%. So this is just because houses expired in the past few months, and now that we're heading into the spring summer market, they're being relisted again. They're just taking advantage of the red hot sellers market that we're in right now and trying to sell their house because it didn't sell to begin with. Hopefully the price isn't right this time, so it'll actually sell this time. The inventory is down to 41. So this is really bad in the Kenosha market. Down to 41, down from 51. So we're down 10 units from last week. So here in just in the city of Kenosha of 100,000 people, we should have like 200 plus houses on the market right now for sale to be a healthy market. And we're down to 41. That's how many houses are just in the city of Kenosha right now. For a city of 100,000 people to buy is at 41. So that shows you how much of a red hot sellers market we're in right now. We have all these buyers looking in the city of Kenosha, and there's only 41 houses for them to choose from. Rent right now is at basically $2,000, is up from $1,900 last week up to almost $2,000. Then again, that market action index number is at 57. I did not pull a chart here for you guys. It is just the median list price. You can see it continues to trend up week after week. It's almost a straight line up. I expect to see that continue going up through June, July, August, and we'll probably see it flatten out and it'll start to trend downwards as we go into the fall and winter time. The market segment here, you can see the luxury price here, the $500,000 and up. There were 2 new listings and only one of them sold. But you can see the problem that we have here is that all of these listings here, there were 15 new listings last week, and there were 15 sold listings last week, and there were only 5 new listings. So that's the problem that we have. There are so many listings being sold and not enough coming new to the market. So that's why we have such a shortage of inventory. Now, this does not necessarily count new construction, because a lot of times new construction isn't listed on the MLS. But this is why we have such a shortage of inventory in our market. Then you can see the days on market here. So the days on market here counts from the day that it hits the market to the day that it closes. So the days on market for the luxury is up to almost 200 days. So that's what's driving up those median and average days on market in the chart previous. I hope that you guys got some value out of this market report here for Kenosha. If you guys have any questions at all, reach out to me. My number is 262-331-1621. I help buyers and sellers just like you every single week, buy and sell here in the Kenosha area. I'm happy to help you out any way that I possibly can. I hope they have a fantastic week and enjoy April. I will see you in the next video.